Everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 2, Episode 179. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. And yeah, I'm up. Yeah, I'm here in a very dark and dangerous place. I've just been doing a bit of mining, to be honest, and picking up things. Got a whole load of bedrock ore. That's all iron, which I thought was quite good. I also need to take that out of there before I forget, because first thing I will do, of course, hang on a second. We must be getting close to December. Oh yes, it's 1st of December when I'm recording this. Yeah, I'm not worried about the sapphire, but we've expanded this area and moved in further, and there's lots of unpleasantness over this way. Let us head back to the ranch. And let's go through what my plans are. Well, my loose plans, I should say. Plans always seems to indicate that I have far more control over what I end up doing than I actually do. So yeah, we got all of this, bit of diamond mainly. I just do it for pass the time. It's quite relaxing. So we'll process all of that up. This stuff here, however, needs to come out, and we'll just get you into there. Jump, 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 jump. So excuse me, I have got a bit of a chest infection. I say a bit of a chest infection. I've got a cough, and it's unpleasant, and it is probably a chest infection. But this is diagnosed by myself, Dr. Cid. What am I doing? We started last episode working with these guys, and this is obviously the earlier version of these guys. With the various peeps and hoofers that we have in the game. Mainly this one, I think, was one of these was the one we wanted, cartographer, and that was when we went to find the mansion. But of course, in true fashion, I went and decided to go bigger and better. And we have started building over at the Ocean Monument. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm just going to put this all this lot down here for starters before I get carried away. Yeah, there's quite a lot of it. I really do need to do something with this. I genuinely do. And I will. I've got a plan for it. Well, of course. That's true of a great many things that I have plans for. Actually, while we're at it, let me get rid of you, and then that lot can all go away. Lovely. Ocean Monument. Here we come. So yeah, Ocean Monument, and we started working on this area, which is going to be for villager trading. And we've got this fella in here who's a farmer, and this fella in here is a fisherman. What are you? Fletcher? Fisherman. I don't know why I've kept all of these. I've just put them all in for the time being. And they're all safe and they're all in. However, I do need to get all the trade materials for these. But as per usual, my, for want of a better word, plan to make this villager breeding area coincided with making a villager breeding area on Tech Warfare, and I don't know why this happens, but for some reason I inevitably manage to, what's the word I'm looking for here, end up planning to start a build in a particular area of Minecraft, village breeding, whatever it may be, just in time for the me to do it in another series. And I can only think that it's a subconscious thing, that in my own head, when I'm working on one thing, if it in one area, it becomes something I'm going to work on. Is it not night time yet? No, not quite. In another. So I'm going to step away from the villager breeder for an episode or two. I will probably do a little bit of structural work over there in the background. And I'm going to come back over here and try and get a couple more compounds in, because obviously you've got the these big boys down here. But there are more dinos that we want. The Trikes, for example, or the Stegs will all be interested. And I do want to do a large mixed enclosure with a lot of herbivores as well. So, yeah, we've got that to do. And we also have got... Of course, I've got to remember where I put all my building materials. To come... You see, these guys... Considering the flying birds, they're not doing a great deal of flying. And I'm wondering whether the petrosaurs are going to be... Or, is it pterosaurs? I don't know. The pterodactyls. Whether they're going to be a similar thing. But we do need to get down this way. Don't like people who come into the park without paying for a ticket. Anyway, we need to build... And build we will, probably on this side of the thing, and we'll do maybe 2 enclosures, one for the Stegs and one for the Stegosaurus. I think it's a Stegosaurus. I'm just going to go and check what I'm going to plan and do, because so the plan is for 2. We may only get 1. Oh, I just did not want to do that, idiot. Right, there we go. Let's go back. And first things first, let's check what dinosaurs I actually have. Because, yep, it's definitely getting close to Crimbleness, because we've got the old... Yeah. Before long, chests will be presents. Let's have a look at... Just have a look whether the chests already... The chests may already be presents already. No, they've not gone there yet. So... Or at least they're not doing it there. Right, Steggy, what we got? That's a Trike. None of those look like you're done with. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry about that. So we've got a Triceratops, and that is a Steg. We've got those guys as well. We can probably do a couple of those. Probably get another one of those going, because I've only got the one Trike there as well. I'm going to guess that one is a Brachiosaur. Yes, it is. So we've already got him. And I'm sure there's some of these ones are not also, they're also Vegisaurs, as they would have said. I have no idea though, I'd have to double check those. But that gives us 4 more fossils to be going at. We need a hoofer, and we need some fishy. Yeah, fishy. What did I do with the fish? There we go. Let me stick that in. We'll run these through, and is 4 fish going to be enough? Probably not. I better go and put a bit more fish in that one. You've got more than enough there. Let me stick that in there. Lovely. Right, that's just a waiting game. So we've got that to think about, and then I need to think. That is, let me have a look. This should be my... Bit of lag. That is my Ocean Monument building pack, actually, is it? Yeah, mainly. So, That's gravel. That's... Where is my... chest from thing? I think that's all railway stuff. Huh, interesting. And that one's empty, I believe. Didn't I have a... I know where they are, the back of the ocean monument. It's alright, I know where I put them. I'll wait for these to hatch first, because we need to go and hatch them and get them into mob balls anyway, so we'll do that, and then I will see about the enclosures. Back in a second. Okay, I've got the eggs. Oop, wasn't concentrated on my jump then. I do need to just head over to Olympus. I've just realised I've been teleporting a lot recently, and teleporting isn't actually free in this. So if I'm using the Silent Gems teleporters, they use chaos power and they drain. This thing's on a recharge, so that's not too bad, and it's actually off as well, so it should be recharging. But it also can pull the power from this thing. So yeah, that's this has just been here forever, just sit there silently doing its work. We do also need, while we're charging that, to let me get a torch down, and we are going to put down our stegosaur, and we're going to put down our trike, and then we're going to get our mob balls for the resulting babies. However, we're going to be waiting a little bit for that to happen. This will also sit here repairing all of the bits in my inventory, which that's new enough that it probably can benefit from a repair job. The bow is the item that needs it most. So hovering around here is not a bad thing. Everything else, I believe, has mending. All got mending. Yeah, it's only the bow that doesn't have infinity, and obviously those, but those are cheap. So yeah, the next thing we're waiting for is 2 little trikes. I'll be back once we have, well, Trike and Steg actually, and we'll be back once their little babies are born. Okay, we have babies that are rocking. That's quite hypnotic really, isn't it? Any moment now we'll have, there we go, a little baby stegosaur and a little baby trike. Where are you? No. I really hope that music, which is really loud actually, and I'm fairly certain I have music off, damn you. I really hope that that's not from the film. Otherwise I'm going to copyright claim, aren't I? Oh well. This is one thing all Minecraft mod makers need to be aware of, is if you're going to put music in your game, make sure it's bloody copyright free. Because all you're going to do is alienate a whole bunch of YouTubers. And YouTube is, oh God, come on, today please. YouTube is a big enough struggle without adding those like stressors on top of it. So yeah, there you go, rant over. I see you there, sir. Almost got him. And you, don't know if I'll get in though. Yep. Sniper action. Right, what was I doing? I was coming back here because what we are going to need is a couple of feeders. 1 and 2. I'm going to need a couple of hoppers. 1, 2. And we are going to need a couple of endy chests. Which, well, let me just have a look at my wool situation, shall we? Why is it making them with pink wool then? This is a very good question. Now, if I were an ender chest, where is the pattern? Let me go and try and make you again, shall we? Don't know why that does that. Ender chest, one of them. Okay, don't or dictionary. Oh, that one's the one I wanted, wasn't it? That one can go back in. Let's put this in and see whether it changes. I don't know why it's going for the pink wool. It's very, very strange. Very strange indeed. Thank you. With a bit of green dye. One, two, and 1 and 2. Ooh, we are out of potato. That is an issue. Now, my first intention was to build a trading area that picks up things like potatoes and stuff over at the pyramid. I'm not going to do that today, actually. Let me. If I go over here, can I also set you to carrot as well? I can. That will solve the problem. I don't think we need carrots or potatoes particularly greatly, so there we go. Problem solved. That will soon be full of carrots as well, and we'll go and just chuck in whatever potatoes we got over at Jurassic Land. So we've got you. We do need to pop quickly over to. Oh, hello. Anybody else? No. We need to pop over here because we need to go and get my box of tricks, which is in there and there. And from there we'll head back over to I may actually get rid of this area and just have one of these that takes us out to like a central point, like almost like a, I don't know, a teleporter hub, and I'll think about it. Problem is they're a bit of a pain to set to. We'll have to use levels or something, but there you go, it doesn't really matter. My radiation's going back down again. That one trip and I'm still sleeping the radiation off. Right, we've got got all of our things. Let us go over here and have a think about how we want to do this. See, this area is quite flat, so this might make an obviously an interesting kind of shape. Now, if I were to, yeah. If I were to make this into a cliff and do a little bit of that kind of thing with a small water feature over here, and then level off, keep it high up on this side, level it off over here, and do something similar with this kind of structure over here coming back. That might work. I think that'll work. Okay, I'm going to be building and excavating and other things ending in ing. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, update. First enclosure is going to be this one. It's quite small. This is a bit bigger. It's going to have a water feature at the back there, and this one is going to come as far as the fence. Going to be a gap down there basically, and trying to, wherever possible, use natural walls, so cliffs and the likes. And of course we've run out of brownstone, so let me grab another wadge of that. And yeah, it's I think these will be quite nice little enclosures once we've got them fully decked out. I'm probably going to, the number of dinos in there will dictate what we do, and I think, to be fair, I'm going to go with more trikes in this enclosure and stegs in that one, because out of the two, trikes are the more iconic to me. I mean, I accept that other people may have other favourite dinos. Obviously, I mean, you know, anybody's favourite is, of course, Mr. T, Rex himself. Not Mr. T, you know, the 18 member. Well, I suppose could be. I'm not going to judge if your favourite dinosaur is Mr. T, because I mean, he's getting on a bit these days, isn't he? He says the bloke recording. Right, right. We need to get some of this down on there. Set you to that, and then we can go 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2. And this is actually pretty. This building gadget makes some of this stuff absolutely trivial, which is great. I'm a big fan of the building gadget. I'm not so sure whether I will be a bigger fan of the mining gadget, although I suppose to me it's not the. Oh, we should actually. Yeah, we should do this as a corner piece, I think. Let me just get one of those. I was thinking about trying diagonals. I think doing diagonals would be a mistake. Yeah, I don't have an issue with different methods of mining, because obviously, you know, if you were to ask me what is my favourite mining tool out of all the mods I've ever played with, I would have to say it's the dig spell from Ars Magica. And you know, realistically, there is actually no difference between, say, that and Direwolf's mining tool mod. The only difference, well, I mean, there will be differences. There are differences in execution and options and, you know, add-ons. But for the most part, the only difference is that one's a technological gadget and the other one is a spell. It achieves exactly the same. So, yeah, I suppose I don't have that any major philosophical issues, shall we say, with this. So that's good. You see, we've done a bit of philosophy today. We need, I think. Well, they're veggie saws, aren't they? So maybe we can get away without having to worry about having a electrified section there. Just because I haven't got anywhere to anchor it to. But we'll get the enclosures done first, I think, and then we can move on to the stuff, the dinosaurs themselves. I need to therefore get some bits and pieces. I am definitely going to need some foliage from somewhere. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to do the underfloor. If I can find, I've still got the bits for that. Yeah, the underfloor bone mealers as well in places, because they're just going to strip this ground completely if I'm not careful. So that's the thing as well. First things first though, we need to finish off this water feature over here. I'm not going to do a water feature in both, just on the basis that I can't be bothered. Right, a bit of that, we'll have a bit of that, we'll have a bit of that, we'll have some more of that, and yeah, that'll do us. And as before, it is quite literally just a matter of replacing, you know, a few key bits with, you know, different textures and the likes. We'll pop some slabs and stairs in once we've done that, but it's there'll be water features. There'll be where we have water come out, bleed out of in a moment. But yeah, we'll get a bit of weathering done on this cliffside, and I'll be back again in a sec. I'm just resetting these redstone clocks. I've just realised something, that if I set them to, right, that was that, they don't need one. These ones over here have got them, and I think we're going to have to go over there. If we set them to 9,900 like we've got for 3 and then 3 tick pulse duration, they go off every 8.25 minutes. If we set them for 9,999 into interval, and did I put another one over there? I did. And a pulse duration of 9,999. They pulse every 8.25 minutes, and they stay on for 8.25 minutes, which means, of course, that they only go off every 17 minutes or so. Because my gut feeling is these guys over here are probably a bit peckish now. I'm going to guess that they're empty. Yep, they are. So we're going to need to restock. And you see, I could just automatically pipe redstone across, no, bone meal in, but I really don't want to do that, because that'll be a hell of a lot of ender chests, and I don't know how much of an effect these ender chests are going to have on performance. I really don't, if we set them very high like that. But if I were to set these all like that, then that means that a stack of bone meal would last several hours, well, several days probably, actually, in real terms. But you know, because it would only use 4 bone meal an hour, give or take a little. Which of course means that 64 bone meal is going to last for several hours, and I don't have to worry about restocking these things. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to restock these, and I'm setting these up in the these 2 other enclosures just to make sure that they go that way. But I'll need to restock all of this stuff. The lighting indicators on, just to make sure my tunnels are spawn safe, because the last thing you want to do is blow a creeper up underneath these. So the enclosures are getting there. What I do need to do is just put 4 bone meal dispensers into this enclosure, probably here-ish, kind of. If I come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe there, and then come maybe move about 10 out, so like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then do another one there. Maybe bring one this way, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 over here maybe, and then maybe do one this way, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's just so they don't look completely barren when we come to do the thingy. Now if I were to come over this way a wee bit, I need to get my coordinates. Let me just come over here. I think it's about here. Yeah. So if I were to come straight down there, because obviously I can fly, so I've got that advantage, then I should be able to connect that tunnel up over there. That's kind of, I think, where we'll go. So get that done, be back in a second. Alright, one of the problems we've got is that these herbivores do like to eat the greenery. So we've done all the bone meal things. Now I do like to put leaves down, but here's an issue. The little buggers eat the leaves, don't they? Yes, they do. So we need a solution to, as we call it, the little buggers eating leaves. And the solution is, no, there we go. If they don't recognize them as leaves, they can't eat them. So what we do is we come in, well, say we want to put something down here, like a soup. Just simple, you know, nothing overly fancy. They will eat this. However, if I take one bit out of each leaf block, that's now no longer a leaf block. And I think that will fool them. So we are going to go along with that idea in a couple of places and see how that works. If it works, we can do more. If it doesn't, we don't bother. We have got plenty of plants. I don't think they recognize the plants or these as plants, so that's a thing we can throw down, and we'll see how this goes. But before we go any further, I should have put some of them down, but that's fine. We'll utilize the get a bit of that going as well, actually. We'll utilize what we got kicking around in here. I need to put down the feeders. We need to still actually breed the dinos, so let's get on with it, shall we? Alright, we are back at the Ocean Monument because we need to use the Clonomatic 6000, otherwise known as, of course, the mob spawner. First things first, we need to change this out. There may be an issue with the size of these guys. This could be a problem, so we are definitely going to need to make sure we've got our mob capture balls to hand, if that will open for me. But I'm going to get these spawned in and we'll get straight back and be in a mo. Alright, we got them. We only had a couple of casualties, so yeah, they're all trikes. The Stegs seemingly happy. Went in there, didn't manage to spawn with a head in a suffocating block, and everything was good. So, armed with that, we can now get this episode wrapped up, and we can... I think we'll go with all four. These enclosures are certainly big enough. Maybe not all four. Let's get a feel for just how one more. I think that will do us. These guys are, look at the armor on them, 30. Good God. Okay, we shall pop that one away, and then we'll get these guys out. The night is falling, so we need to be, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I think that will just about do us. No, we appear to have had those broken as well. Let me just get a quick sleep on. We'll get a quick screenshot, and we'll see how this looks from a few areas before I get the screenshot. But for now, let's go have a look from the observation platform. Can we actually? Oh, you can. You can see that's good. I wasn't sure whether the mobs, the entities would fail and spawn out, you know what I mean, when the house fall out of render distance. But yeah, that's good. Now what I do want to do with all the herbivores is probably over here, come out and then build a compound which stretches around this hill giving them basically free access all the way around, and then we'll just fence them in so that we can have like a mixed herd, if you like. But for now, I wish they'd stop spinning round. That will be another episode, and they seem to settle down eventually. Remember, they span around a lot when, and they're not eating those leaves, which is interesting. Anyway, we have got, why have we got, I'm going to guess that there's a difference between male and female. That the males are the ones with the brightly coloured things, but yeah, well, we'll find out, won't we? And again, you've got some with red and things, so whether we've got a mix of genders there, it's interesting. But there we go, more compounds, more dinos, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.